and provide solutions that will help the government in improving the quality of the schools.
What's most important now, especially in the last 4 years, we've recognized that, and rather than just talking from the outside, we are having reasonable partnership with government to drive policy changes. So it's not just sitting on the outside, we're actually involved. I mean, we have a desk with the Ministry of Education where together we can solve this problem.
With the theme of the AGM, Education and National Unity, our shared responsibility, the head of service envisions unity in purpose to turn around the hopes and fortunes of education through networking and outreaches as catalyst for enhanced support to institutions of learning.
The federal government is actually doing a lot to bring these unity colleges back to what they used to be. So they're looking at the infrastructure, they're looking at the curricula, they're looking at the teachers, they are training the teachers. They're looking at so many things that would actually revamp the unity colleges. And I must commend the federal government for what they are doing.
Initiated 17 years ago, Unity Schools Old Students Association looks to nurture young aspirations through promotion of public education, discipline, and diligence for excellence. Onoto Yakubu, Nta News.
Still on education, it has become imperative for individuals and collective effort towards building a better nation. PTA Chairman Zeba bin Thabit School, Katampi Abuja, Abubakar Yahaya reiterated this at the school's 2024-2025 Quranic graduation ceremony, speech and prize giving day. Hawagimba report that imparting attitudinal change, positive virtues and good leadership qualities formed highlight of the school's curriculum using Islamic education.
Gifts to the graduating students and those who have excelled in Quranic recitation served as a motivation to continue their pursuit in Islamic knowledge. Chairman, Parents Teachers Association of the school, Abubakar Yahya says Islamic education plays a vital role in shaping the moral and spiritual values of children, which in turn will contribute to building a better nation.
We all know the value of education in Islam. The first command that comes from Allah is to read. We all know Iqra means to read. That is the highest you can give to your children. And we value that.
But through learning the Quran, which if parents endeavor and endure and make effort to take their children to those who know the Quran, and especially schools that are teaching the Quran, their morals are going to be upright.
In his opening remark, head of school Ibrahim Abdullahi emphasized the significance of Islamic education in instilling values such as compassion, honesty, and respect for others is key. While appreciating parents for their support, he urged parents and guardians to continue supporting Islamic education, which he described as a vital component of a child's overall development.
The aspect I'm looking at presently, which I would like parents to take into consideration, is that some of the parents or most of the parents will be coming to say they are looking for somebody to be coming to their houses to be coaching their children rather than bringing them to school. I would advise parents that a lesson is different from school.
Some of the graduating pupils and students say this is another development in their life.
It's an amazing achievement to have in your culture, and alhamdulillah for everything.
I finished reciting it and I feel very happy that I was able to finish reciting the Quran because I'm the oldest in my family and I want to set an example for my younger siblings.
Islamic teaching at the foundation, the gross level, is what we need to give to our children.
In this case, it's a collective effort. It's a culmination of the resilience of the students
the commitment of the parents and upholding the mandate by the teachers.
The Quranic graduation ceremony is an annual event that marks the completion of Quranic studies by students. It is a significant milestone in the lives of the students who have demonstrated their commitment to learning and reciting the Holy Quran. Hawagimba, NTA News.
Away from education now, the National Treasurer, Nigerian Union of Journalists and presidential aspirant, Dele Atumbi, has flagged off the NUJ Rejuvenation campaign in Abuja, the nation's capital. Kama report that the campaign attracted support from both the Nigerian Association of Women Journalists, NAWOJ, and members of the FCT Council who were in attendance.
Dele Atumbi, National Treasurer of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, launched his presidential bid at the NUJ Council Secretariat in Otako District, Abuja. Described as a man on a mission to elevate the union, Atumbi received the council's endorsement.
His coming out today is not new to us at all, because we know that he has garnered a lot of experience, he has made a lot of contacts, and he has the wherewithal to stand anywhere, not just in Nigeria, in the world, to represent us. So we will be the proudest people as NTA family to have Dele Atumbi represent us at the Echelon.
He is a leader, a great leader. He has led, we can attest to his leadership qualities. And at this point, we are saying that we have tested and proven Dele to be that one candidate that can deliver.
It's simple. You follow a man who knows where he's going. That is what you should do. Follow a man who knows where he's going. I expect nothing less than excellence and performance. We have heard from him what he did at council level, at chapel level, at council level. Today he is national treasurer.
A seasoned broadcaster, Atumbi outlined his past contributions and pledged to achieve even more as president. An indigene of Ondo State who has headed the state council twice, he aims to take the NUJ to the next level.
By virtue of Section 22 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we are expected to be the bridge between the government and the governed. And that is what we would do in the interest of Nigeria and Nigerians, in the interest of journalists and the interest of journalism practice in Nigeria.
Atumbi promised members honesty, transparency and accountability following his competence-proven performance if voted as president. The rejuvenation campaign is said will be replicated in the 6 geopolitical zones of the Federation to rally support for the forthcoming NUJ national election in Abuja. Kama, NTA News.
Meanwhile, media practitioners recently gathered to commemorate this year's World Development Information Day, with discussions centered around both local and national development issues. Deborah Gazajimaika reports that this was intended to set an agenda for the growth and development of the country.
Among the pressing national issues currently making the rounds is the issue of 5% excise duty on telecom and gaming activities, information dissemination on national matters, as well as mobilizing public opinions through relevant media are ways of molding information. The Organization of the United Nations has been assisting the various information medium, in particular by supplying adequate information from which these media may draw both substance and inspiration for their work.
So this particular day is also established to bridge the gap, the loophole that is there between countries of the global north and countries of the global south, which is the spirit and the tenet of NWICO, the New World Information and Technology Order. So this particular day is also meant to ensure information democracy, information parity between the countries of the world, the developed countries of the world, and the developing countries of the world. So it's a good thing that has to do in the promotion of NWICO, which is in the interest of the countries of the non-aligned countries of those days, and the developing countries of the world. Because the statistics is that while 5 information move from the global north to the global south, which shapes their thinking, which shapes their orientation, which shapes our way of life, only one is going back to the north from the global south. So there's an imbalance. And most of these days, the media, the giant media all over the world feed the global south with whatever they want. And most of the time, they report very terrible things about the global south, very unproductive information about the global south. And that has always been a serious imbalance. And developing countries has been clamoring for a balance in the information flow between the north and the south. So this day is also meant to promote that spirit and the tenet of Nweko.
In 1972, the General Assembly established World Development Information Day to draw the attention of the world to development problems and the need to strengthen international cooperation to solve Gaza Jamaica. NTA News.
Up next is Sports Brief.
Nigeria under-20 team have qualified for the 2025 AFCON. The Flying Eagles will trade tackles with Ghana in the final of the 2024 WAFU B under-20 championship holding in Lomé, Togo.
For Clinton Jefferson, now Clinton Jefferson for club and country.
Nigeria came from a goal down to beat Niger Republic 3-1, while Ghana beat Cote d'Ivoire 2-1 in the semi-finals to book the final ticket against Nigeria. The final is expected to be held this Wednesday at 7 p.m. in Lomé, Togo. Still on football, the Nigeria Football Federation has announced the change of the kickoff time for Tuesday's international friendly between Super Falcons and Algeria's Green Ladies. According to the NFF, the clash, which is expected to be held at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Lagos, will now commence at 2 p.m. as against the earlier scheduled 4 p.m. To cricket, Edo State women's cricket team capped off a sizzling run at the 2024 Nigeria Cricket Federation's National Women's Championship by beating Akwa Ibom by 89 runs to emerge winners at the Moshood Biola National Stadium Cricket Oval in Abuja. With Sports Brief, Francis Kabile, NTA News.
And that has been the English version of the news. Next is translation in other languages. Good evening.
Ma gbaje we shaje wo wona ya dada badana bi ba ku shagbe dai iwa na ba shi ba dai wo ma presi su fa yuba wori wa go na ba je gai ki to ko da ya bola tinubu wala ba goto ga agwada kawu da na busu bi da ge ba shi ba gu ana we ba ge atiti shi ba le filo aki ni pepe abmai wa ba mi ba shi ona aba ko la wu ya yin minister ona atiti shi ba nya ya ade bayo ade de labu ni bai da bada da sanu wo bai zo bada da yiki tukwa da wa ba wa tun shi ba wai gawo ya da ku she aba zaza lawu na tun shi ba wa godo nke a zanu nke a aki a wace gutna ba a zanu koi bala ona an badana ya je wi in shiro ko la katuna ona tun shi ba bada ne shi ta yi wa ana she ko kucho anabaja just dai nke a ushapai na do na Buhari figi ina madam she ba je nke minister kizi da ya yasa wuke la bagbato ga waigu amata soko luko tutishin ya banya oko lakala nzoko pa anasaranya a wace mu na abada kawida anya ba mutu puwa sapa kwai godiya filo inje Buhari jimi shabon ze yakubu wada nke mata soko luko a ba majin ba kwace wa ki zida ye kwen ba maji to amato ba jinwe akpe na mato so luko kwen ba che yi kinya bwa kwen mu abe wa godo we gaga iya gba godu minister e ba sha tutu baba be ba shi ke zida ma ba je be ja to wo su shi kwasi pa ga shi kwari su sai
Masu kallo da sauraron mu a daidai wannan lokaci assalamu alaikum barkanmu da warhaka ga fasarar wasu daga cikin labaranmu ne a takaice mai karantawa Yusuf Yakubu. Domin magance matsalar wutar lantarki da ake fama da ita a wasu sassan arewacin Najeriya, shugaban ƙasa Bola Ahmed Tinubu ya umarci hukumomin tsaro su gaggauta samar da tsaro ga jami'an hukumar raba wutar lantarki na ƙasa domin gyara matsalar da ta hana samun wuta yanzu haka a jihohin arewacin Najeriya. Ministan wutar lantarki Adebayo Adelabu shi ne ya bayyana haka ga manema labarai jim kaɗan bayan ganawa da shugaba Bola Ahmed Tinubu akan halin da ake ciki na rashin wutar lantarki a wasu jihohin arewa. A yanzu haka jihohi 17 ne ke fama da rashin wuta a sanadiyar ɓarnata cibiyar raba wutar lantarki da ke Shiroro a jihar Kaduna. Al'umma mazauna ƙauyen Ushafa da ke da kewaye da ke ƙaramar hukumar Buhari a nan babban birnin tarayyar ƙasa Abuja sun bayyana farin cikinsu marar adadi akan aikin ci gaba da za a kai musu. Wakilin Shaibu Oneze Yakubu ya shaida mana cewa suna farin ciki ne bayan ministan Abuja Yusuf Muke ya ƙaddamar da aikin gyara titin War College na tsawon kilomita 18 zuwa shingen sojoji wato Army checkpoint da sauran hanyoyi a kewayen, lamarin da suka ce zai taimaka gaya wajen samar musu da sauƙin zirga-zirga da bunƙasa tattalin arzikinsu da ci gaban rayuwarsu. To a taƙaice ƙarshen labaran namu ne kenan sai kuma gobe idan Allah ya kai.
Ẹ káalẹ́ o, ìròyìn ló ń dé sí etí gbọ̀nyìn láti iléeṣẹ́ amóhùnmáwòrán ìkànnì karùn-ún nílùú Àbújá. Ọláyínká Adéníjì ni oníròyìn yìí o. Ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed Tinubu ti pàṣẹ wípé ní kọ́mọ́nkóbó kí wọ́n ṣètò ààbò tó péye fún àwọn oníṣẹ́ mọ̀nàmọ́ná lórílẹ̀‐èdè yìí látàrí àtúnṣe tó péye fún àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ 17 tí wọ́n wà nínú òkùnkùn báyìí ní èyí tí àwọn fìríǹdì ọ̀kẹ́ alọ kólóhùnkígbe ti lọ yalu ibi ìpèsè iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná tó wà ní gbọ̀ngàn Shiroro sí Kaduna tó jẹ́ wípé òun ló mú iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná lọ sí àríwá orílẹ̀-èdè yìí